Hi, this is Vishal, and hope all are happy and safe, and also be doing good. And I pray to God that keep safe to your family and your relatives also. And soon we get rid of this bad epidemic. So let's start what we have done last time, as we are working with the Android JetPack, and we discussed that what is the use of these JetPack libraries and the migration of Android to androidx. So a lot of things be changes on that, and the most important thing there is the foundations. We have new changes in the architecture components and the behavior, and the most important role play, that is called your UI. And in the UI, if we discussed last time, we used the palette and how these kind of applications works on, and how we can extract the colors using this palette. The many application or many apps you can see on the Google Play. But today we have to work with Viewpager2, that is also be the new component as an Jetpack, and there's a lot of difference whenever you work with the Viewpager and Viewpager2. So that also be the new technologies that's on Jetpack. And first we have to discuss about, as you have seen that whenever we need to swap the images or fragments, these kind of stuffs, tab, bottom tabs. So in this kind of stuffs we need a view pager. So the view pager is an Android widget that allows or helps you to change the screen without changing the activity. And in simpler words, if you want to change the app screen without making an activity, then you can use the view pager. So in a single activity we have a view pager, and that view pager can in that same way we can change the fragments inside. So that's a simple way. So what is the use of Viewpager 2 if already we have a Viewpager? So this is a new library and a new class with it. So that means in Feb 2019 it announced. And it is an updated version of Viewpager. It does the same thing as a Viewpager does, but in smarter and efficient way. So what be the actual new things be going on with this? So that is uh, we can add some items dynamically with the help of recycler view. So whenever we work with the recycler with the view pager too, so lot of good qualities we are working on. And here we have a facilities, that is right to left layout support on that, and vertical swipe support. So because on the view pager there is no vertical swap, that is only horizontal, but here we can work. So practically we'll show you this kind of uh, new things on the view pager. And the migration from Viewpager to Viewpager2, that is, a Viewpager2 is an improved version, we can say, of the Viewpager library that offers enhanced functionalities and address common difficulties with the using Viewpager. If your app already uses the Viewpager, read this page to learn more about migrating to Viewpager2. So this is actually on Android page, and if you go with the Android page site, and there you can see that Jetpack, Viewpager 2, and then you can learn these kind of stuffs. So that's the benefits be given there, but I show you how we can implement it practically. So let's see in Android Studio. Okay, so let's start in Android Studio. And here we need to implement, if you need, simply androidx viewpager 2 1.0.0, and we need the material 1.2.0 alpha 0, and that means maybe a new versions be there, so you can use that. Otherwise this is your simply work on the versions. And here we have simple one activity, and here we can use two fragments. First fragment, and I'm just using a simple fragment in which I create view, and here we have a second fragment also, so just simply, and make it the constructor if you're using. Okay, and the same way you can work with a third fragment also. I showed you how you can implement that blank fragment, and you just use it, the third fragment. And I'm not using these stuffs because of there is no need at this time. If you're working with the view models, you can use that also, but no need of this at this time. I'm just making a very simple, just for how we can implement in a very simple way, in a very simple approach. Okay, and here you can say view, and that's your inflator. Control X and simply okay. So that's the way we have a 3 fragments here. And here if you want to change some colors, let's see, go to the values, colors, just copy paste it, and you can say that this is your green shade, this is your red, and this is your blue. Okay, and you can go with this in a green shade, and your red shade, and here your blue shade. Okay, so here if using this, you can make it as a background color, blue. Okay, and for layout first, where is this layout? Okay, this is the first layout, and you can use it as a green, and for the second layout you can use it as a red. So these 3 colors we have, and here it is hello, so just use it the same. I'm not changing anything. So here we have a simply first, second and third fragment. So main thing is how we make implement as a view pager. So first we need to make a custom adapter for this, as we know, and for the custom adapter what we need it. So just make a custom adapter on this. Custom adapter, you have to give a Java class name, and you can say view page adapter. Okay, and here I'm extends that be as a fragment state adapter. Okay, and here what we need it, say alt enter, implement that methods. Okay, so that's very simple, and here you can do it as what we need it. Just a minute. Yeah, fragment activity. So here you can use that kind of uh, constructor with this view pager. Okay, and here what we need it, we simply need a private static final int number, and here I want with the number of page 3. That's very simple. Okay, so that means here we have to create that particular fragment. So here we have a int position, and only 2 methods, very simple. Here we have, whenever we call this fragment state adapter, we have to call this constructor with the fragment activity, and here we have a create fragment and get a item count, and that item count will be your num. So how much fragments be there, you can use that 5, 6, 7 or whatever be, according to that. Okay, as we have done many times in simple view pager. And here what we needed a switch, and here we can say that's position, and we can say our switch position be return case 0. First we have a case 0. Okay, and in this case what we have to return a new first fragment. Then we have a case 1, and here we have to return new second fragment. And the same way what we have to do with the case 2. And you have to go with this second, and this is your third fragment. Okay, and you can say that is your default, and in the default what we have to do, same copy paste your first fragment again. Is it? And here this is your num, that everything be fine. So that's simple view pager adapter, view page adapter, or whatever be the name, you can use it. And now we have to go with this activity, main activity, and here you can make a static view pager 2. You can call that view pager 2, and this is your view pager 2. Okay, and we also need a private fragment state adapter, that is your view pager adapter. That's easy. And also if you want to give the name, you can access that name that is on the string, and this is your title, and that title be your new string, and you can say first tab, second tab, and this is your third tab. Nowadays I'm making a very small videos just for because of I'm very busy, and will soon provide you some good stuffs. That means that I always be think about that we have to create some apps, and with the new changes. Okay, so we'll show you some other day in the future. So find view by id r dot id dot, I think. Okay, so here in the main activity what we need it, you need it a linear layout, and here you can make it an orientation vertical. Okay, so you have to work with the orientation vertical, and just remove it, and here you can see the com tab layout. Where is the tab? Materials, android dot materials dot tab layout. Okay, this is your match parent, wrap contents, and id is your tab layout. Okay, and here we have an view pager 2. Okay, so here what we need it, we need your match parent, and 0 dp height, nothing we need it, and your weight is 1, and id is view pager custom, or give any name to this. Okay, so here if you go with the main activity, that means we have to call that view pager custom. So go with this view pager custom, and now we have to go with the pager adapter. So this is your view pager adapter, that is your new view page adapter. Okay, and if you say this main activity dot this, so that's the way you can work with simple view pager. Okay, and here on this view pager 2 dot set adapter, and this is your view pager adapter, simply as you set your recycler view adapter. So this is the way, in a simple 3 lines, you can add that adapter. Okay, and now we have to go with your tab layout, and your tab layout be here, and this is your tab layout, and find view by id, and that id be your r dot id dot what's the value of this tab layout? Tab layout. Okay, so that's your simple tab layout, and here we can use a tab layout mediator. So that's very important role of this. Okay, and you can use this tab layout comma view pager 2 and comma, here you can say new tab layout mediator, and that's, we have a method inside that, and that is very important method whenever we work with this. Okay, and here you can say that this is your tab yeah, you can say simply tab dot set text, or you can set your whatever be your icon, your values. So you can set the tab, and here you can see the position plus 1 value be here. Very simple. So sorry, here we have created a view pager adapter. Okay, so we have a view pager adapter here. Very simple method, create fragment and step a get item count, and in your main activity we just use a tab layout mediator, that's an important, and here we have a tab layout mediator tab configuration strategy. So we can call that method be here on configure tab, so you can configure your tab with here. Okay, so that's very simple, and it's making a simple view pager or view pager 2. That the difference is what's the new in that. Okay, so first we check is your simple fragment. We have a 1 2 3 3 fragments be there. Okay, and let's see with your changing new things be here. Okay, okay, so here what's the new thing in your view pager? So if you see that the migration, and we have some new things be, just one is RTL. I will show you what's that, and number 2 is your orientation, and number 3 is your diffutil. So diffutil, I will work this diffutil when I work with the recycler view on the other video, but today we can check that how we can use that right to left and your orientations also. Okay, so for this what we need a simple orientation vertical. So that's the thing new in your view pager 2 and respect of your view pager. Okay, So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened in it. Yeah, so here you can see that this is your vertical. So it's looking good whenever you work with this kind of fragments. That's on your vertical fragments. So that's the way we can use it. And one more thing, if you don't use this orientation vertical, that is default your horizontal. And if you see this your layout direction, you can say inherit locale and left right and right to left. So that's the new thing is your RTL. So that is RTL. So start default, it works with from right side. So let's see. Okay, so let's see here. You can say that's not going to be the left, it's going to be to RTL. Okay, this is called right to left. So this will also be a very new feature and good feature. Okay, so in new apps we can work like this. And if we work with this Viewpager2, so first is your benefits of migrating the Viewpager2 is, as discussed, the new feature, orientation support, and your right to left support. Okay, and that's called your layout directions. And the last is your diff util. So for this, how it works with the recycler view, I will show in other session. Because of a little bit description, I am working with the recycler view. So that's the way we can work. And also we have a lot of stuffs with this your user Viewpager 2 on there, and that day we can work. Okay, and yeah, one more thing, you can provide animations when switching between the pages, so that's also be looking good with this. Okay, and here fragment state page adapter is replaced by fragment state adapter. So as we have worked fragment state adapter. Okay, so that's the differences and lot of stuffs, and make it very easy on using the Viewpager through your apps. So you can make your fragments attractive. And on the last, your diff util we can work some other day. And so this kind of stuffs makes a more attractive apps with your JetPack and androidx. Okay, so we wind up for the day. Thank you so much.